Tuning in. Oh, who's got some background noise there? If you can just mute. So as always, I will give an overview of what Tectum is as a blockchain and as well as the Softnote. Many of you would have heard this before, but it's always good to recap and it's always good just to practice how we explain it to everyone else, because this is something that really we want to spread this as much as we can, and word of mouth is so powerful. We can never underestimate that. So even though you may think sometimes that friends aren't into crypto or something like that, just planting seeds and getting people thinking about it is always a good thing, because sharing Web3 is how, you know, the whole population is going to essentially move over to a decentralized system. And we believe that Tectum very much has the potential to be that. So I'll just share my screen. So as we know, Tectum is the fastest blockchain on the planet right now. How do we do that? So we use a different consensus method to anyone else. And this is technology that we actually created ourselves. But rather than proof of stake or proof of work, we use something called proof of utility. What we do with that then, it means that less nodes are required to authorize transactions. And what we do is we also combine that with hash drive technology. So rather than taking the whole amount of information, we take like a skeleton hash of that information and we store that on a lower level, like a filing system where you archive. So what that does is it keeps the upper level nodes free to be able to focus on transactions. Now, in doing this, combining these two kind of technologies, you can see here on a comparative chart that Bitcoin transacts at around 7 transactions per second. Most people don't realize just how slow Bitcoin is moving. Ethereum around 25. That's why these guys have tried to have their merge. Most people are familiar with Ripple, which sits at around 1,500 transactions per second. Tron, which is what USDT Tether operates on, at 2,000 transactions per second. Solana blew things out of the water at 29,000. Pretty impressive. They use different consensus method as well, proof of history. Then you've got Phantom sitting at around 300,000. These guys down here, very impressive numbers. Tectum, though, completely blowing it out of the water, sitting on their own level, doing over 1 million transactions per second. We peaked out in tests at around 1.38, but we comfortably say we sit at a medium of around 1 million. So at 1 million events per second, what does that mean? For right now, with the size of the community, society, and everyone using blockchain, that's not even actually needed, but it's there as soon as we need it. But what it does mean is that when you do a transaction, it only takes a second or two. It's literally instantaneous. In the time that you refresh your browser, you will see if you transfer funds on the Tectum blockchain from one Tectum wallet to another Tectum wallet, that it literally appears in the time that you refresh the screen. So that takes out the whole delay issue that there currently is with Bitcoin. The other thing is that Bitcoin costs a lot of money to move. So what our guys realized when we actually downloaded the Bitcoin node and we integrated it with Tectum, we discovered that by just taking a hash of the information and moving it around in that way, the cost of transaction is much lower than on the traditional blockchain. So we got this down into the cents. You know, it's 13, 16 cents instead of being a few dollars. So that's if we're transacting on our chain and bringing the Bitcoin across to it. What we do after we are just sitting on this platform or this foundation of the fastest blockchain is we can then move money across into our Softnote. So Softnote system, this is really very revolutionary. So it performs like a digital container. We can sit any type of digital currency or even fiat for that matter onto these soft notes. At the moment here, you can see it's a Bitcoin one, it's Tron, we've got USDT. So these soft notes operate separate to our blockchain. You can fill these with liquidity. First of all, they need to be minted, and that's what the TET token does. So the coin or token that is Tectum. To get soft notes, you need to submit at the moment 1 coin for 100 pack of soft notes to be minted in a series of regular denominations that kind of line up with current US fiat system, or your normal notes, 5, 10, 20, 50. This goes up to about a $200 note at the moment. And they can all be loaded with liquidity. You can provide liquidity. Now, the person who mints them, who uses a token to mint one of these soft notes or a soft note pack, they will hold the minter's license. Now, that will essentially, when they first come out and they're minted, they are blank soft notes. They have no real value on them yet. So whatever the denomination of that currency is needs to be loaded on. So we do what's called provide liquidity or emit the soft note. So in doing that, another license is created. So there's 2 licenses. You've got your minter and your liquidity provider. Both of those licenses, once these soft notes go into circulation, now for the user, for peer-to-peer, they are completely free. We can send this QR code via any messenger platform where you can send an image. So WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger or text message, anything of that nature, you can send through your soft note, also in the form of a link, which then the recipient can open up on their phone. It will open up the soft note on the soft note's own page, and it will ask for a passcode. Now, when the sender sends a soft note, they'll have a 6-digit passcode that the recipient needs to access or unlock the value in that soft note. They will punch in that code into the website, and the generator will pump out a new passcode, which now becomes their ownership of the value of that soft note. So what can they do with it then? Well, any participating retailer, they can go into store and they can use it to make a purchase, whether that's a pair of jeans or solar panels or go to a cafe. We have a few merchants on board already, but that's obviously going to grow. So they can go down and use the soft note just like cash over the counter. They could do that by sending it to them. They can use a Telegram bot. They could print it out physically. It could be used as a gift or something like that in a birthday card. Either way, you're transferring the digital currency that's sitting on that soft note off chain and off wallet, transferring it to a peer-to-peer or even into a business, into a retailer, and you're doing it for free. There's no cost for that person to send a WhatsApp image, for example. Or if you're sending a text, you've got the cost of your text, but that's literally it. It's a free transfer. There's no transaction happening on the Bitcoin blockchain where you're going to be charged those fees. Now, essentially, what this means for retail is that we can make crypto transfers instantaneous because they are just as fast as what an internet exchange will be, or you can hand it over, it's instantaneous, and it's free. So the potential of this being picked up on a mass adoption level is incredible. The only charge that actually occurs is for the merchant who's accepting these. They'll be charged up to a 1% merchant fee. So typically MasterCard, Visa, credit card providers, American Express, etc., they'll charge like 2 to 3% for being able to use their service, right? So there's merchant fees on the transactions. With soft notes, the merchant will pay a fee, but it will never be more than 1%. And going back to those license holders, so whoever minted the soft notes or whoever provided the liquidity for the soft note, they're going to respectively earn 20% of all merchant fees. So up to 40% if you do both and you hold both licenses. The system is actually going to be rewarding our early adopters for helping get it off the ground, for providing these soft notes, for filling them with liquidity, for helping to build the system. So pretty revolutionary, guys. That's us in a nutshell in terms of the blockchain and the soft note. There's lots of other things in the future as well, but for right now, this is our main focus. Most of you would have been aware that we've just had this huge airdrop. So our $150,000 worth of TET tokens that's up for grabs. We've had great success. Marketing has been a big focus of ours over the last week or two, or even month, And yeah, we've had over, what have we got now? 35,000 wallets on our system, which is incredible. Our Twitter following is up to about 16.7 thousand followers. which is also great. We'd love to see more there. Discord is up as well, sitting at around 4.5K there. Again, we'd love to get more people across to Discord, guys. It's you get extra entries into that airdrop, but if you don't have a Discord account, go and sign up. Get yourself an ID and create a little avatar. There's so much stuff happening in the Web3 space, not just Tectum, but it's an amazing place to be up to date and to communicate and be part of the community and just hear what's going on. You can learn so much from sitting in Discord rooms. So our Tectum room is it's up and running and it's grown massively. There was a heap of action going on the first night of the airdrop, but we'd love to see a lot more people over there. So 4,500. Considering we've got 35,000 wallet holders, we'd love to see more people joining us in Discord, as well as on Twitter and everything else. But we appreciate obviously any support that you guys are giving. But the more action that it gets, the more the community builds, the further it spreads, the better the project goes, the more we all win, right? So make sure that you are spreading the word as much as we can. We also have some pretty exciting news at the moment. We're looking at bringing on a community manager who's going to help us with our Discord and our Twitter and all of our communities, just in running little competitions and just managing all of the statuses and kind of leaders and moderators and everything and support underneath of him. We've had an influx of people, over 300 resumes. And that's the short list. But we're looking at bringing someone on there in the next week or so. So that's very exciting as well. And it's also going to just help with that community kind of engagement and just helping those to thrive. We also have coming up, we've been invited to be on an AMA with CoinGirl. She's got a couple of thousand subscribers, so that's going to happen tomorrow. I think timing is around, I think it's 3 p.m. UK. Don't quote me on that. We'll put some marketing out about that. But we've got an AMA on CoinGirl's channel. She specializes in ICOs, initial coin offerings, and early airdrops and things like that. So there'll be a few eyes on that, which is good. So we'll kick that off. It's about 24 hours away. And we're also in some discussions with some other influencers as well. So there's some cool stuff bubbling away there. So right now, everything is just about spreading the word as far and wide as we can, bringing as many people into the project as possible, and just making that awareness really kind of prominent, and people are not just going, oh yeah, cool, I'm going to go get some free tokens. That's great. But like all of you people who are sitting on this call, I imagine you understand Tectum, you understand our vision on where we're going and the potential of what this project can do. So education right now is the biggest thing to make sure that everybody understands what they've actually stumbled across and what the potential is for them to, not just support and invest, but for them to also spread the word. We really want to take this into mass adoption. So right now, while there's hype, while there's rewards out, while people can earn something just for joining the project and starting to read and learn about it, it's a great time to spread the word, and all of us can spread the word. And in doing so, we even get rewarded for that with, by anyone that's using your referral link. Then anything that they purchase or even their network purchase, then you earn a bit off of that as well. So there's bonus TET for you up for grabs as well. But most importantly, the community spreading and growing and just becoming that whole kind of movement with momentum that gets really powerful in the Web3 space. And again, I encourage you to jump across to the Discord, guys, and join us over there, because that's a very prominent part, as well as Twitter, two really big Web3 channels. So Trevor, was there anything else that you wanted to add that's happening this week?
The latest update, we are trying to integrate with MetaMask and a few other wallets. So it just gives people a nice connection, a nice plugin. Anybody with Ether and them kinds of tokens. The timeline on that is I'm not sure there. It'll take a couple of weeks there. Full attention is kind of on the main development, and so we're trying to supplement the development of a plugin there as best we can. But that's kind of the latest update. And then yeah, great overview as well, Brendan. There, like the airdrop, we've had a lot of influx since the airdrops happened. There, a lot of great people sharing in the community there. So we definitely thank everybody for that. But yeah, that's the main update for this week.
Yeah, no, beautiful. And Alex, our founder, is on the call as well. Alex, is there any update you want to give us on MetaMask? I know that the developers were looking into that.
Yeah, hello everybody, Alex. Kind of having finishing up of season of flu, so never mind my voice. Yeah, I want to kind of expand on Trevor. We actually are not planning. We actually already doing it. We're not gonna do MetaMask as an isolated wallet. We're gonna do Wallet Connect. So we're gonna get them all at once. Our devs team did research in the last couple of days, and apparently it's not as complicated as we thought. They have open access, so we're gonna connect MetaMask through Wallet Connect. Wallet Connect is an aggregator of other wallets, and it's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it even better way. We're going to add Tectum Wallet to Wallet Connect.
Nice.
And what's gonna happen in one day, all you guys will see Tectum, a Telegram bot, trading bot, which will integrate with 450 wallets at the same time, including Tectum Wallet.
Oh,
that includes, but not limited to, Binance Wallet, gentlemen and ladies, Tron Wallet. Well, I mean, just go. Let me throw it.
Yeah, Trevor shared the link, walletconnect.com.
So this is the. So we're working on it right now, and quite confident it's gonna work well. Speaking of the wallet interface, Tectum Wallet interface, by New Year, we can only commit to ERC20. So which means we definitely will have at least Ethereum and at least ERC20 USDT. That's for sure. If we have enough time, maybe we will wrestle down a couple, 2-3 other cryptocurrencies. But I personally think that having well, maybe Binance, we might just not have enough time, because we gotta test the software, make it bulletproof. But our New Year Christmas gift to our community will be Wallet Connect. We're really looking forward to it. It's beautiful. We just discovered it for ourselves last week, and Wallet Connect is beautiful. We're gonna make great partnership. Thank you, Brennan.
Fantastic. That's really exciting news. I think that's a milestone step forward. So very excited to see that. And I think that'll be a lot of fun for everyone to start playing around and moving bits and pieces. So very good to hear. Let me just see in the chat here. We've had a few people say some stuff. So as I understand, is one TET needed to mint a Softnote? If these notes are often going to be for tiny amounts, how are the TETs going to be worth more than $3? Does this question make sense? Cheers, Jim. Yeah, Jim, great question. So at the moment, one Softnote, sorry, I beg your pardon, one TET token will mint 100 pack of Softnotes. So in that 100 pack is a variance of denominations from cents all the way through to $20 notes, $50 notes, $100 and $200 notes. To fill that entire pack at the moment would be 0.0825, I think it is, Bitcoin. It's about $1,800. So that will fill up if you want to do the entire pack. That's going to cost you around $1,800 to $2,000, $1,800 to $2,000. But you can go and select certain notes from there. So you might say, okay, well, I just want this $100 note that I'm going to put into a gift card, or I just want this $20 note because I'm going to pay for something that's going to cost me $19 or whatever the case might be. So yeah, your $3 of TET will get you a whole 100 soft notes. That is an introductory offer that will change, but at the moment, that's what it is. If you do a much larger soft note though, anything that's above that $200 note, you can also mint larger soft notes where you will put, say, $1,000 on the one note. So then you can just exchange that to someone. You might want to just send that one amount. You could input 1 Bitcoin on a single note. In those regards, where it's not the 100 pack, that they're a green stripe. In for the larger notes, they're a blue stripe. They will be 1 TET token per soft note. So if you want to put $1,000 on a soft note, that's a special soft note that you just need one of. That will cost 1 TET just for that note. But the cost of minting will never outvalue the value of the soft note itself. So yeah, for your lower notes, the green stripe, 1 TET token is 100 pack.
Yeah, and then just
Trevor.
to sort of touch up on that, at the moment, that's our introductory offer, 1 token for 100 for a bundle. But also to sort of to answer the question you asked, it from when that introductory offer is over, then it's going to be the face value. So you talked about the lower denominations. It's going to be 1% of the face value of the lower denominations. Same 1% of the higher denominations. So it's all just percentage of the denominations. And right now it's just the introductory offer there, which is really, really, really good.
So Sandra has said, your main target group is retail. Given the speed and gas fees, Tectum can also be interesting for banks and cross-border payments. Do you see Tectum as a player in that field in the future? Absolutely. Tectum is a fintech product first and foremost. Well, the Softnote is a fintech product that happens to have been derived from a blockchain. So yeah, absolutely, cross-border payments, making them instantaneous and much cheaper is yeah, that's part of the game change. After CoinGirl comes BitBoy. I like that. That's very good. Anwar has asked how you would consider the early investor for airdrop, because on top of the people they are in their only airdrop, they need to make a lot of entries to get it. How will you consider the early investor for airdrop? Yeah, look, the purpose of the airdrop, Emma, is to spread the word. I know that everyone wants to win free tokens, and I know you see your eye on those prizes. But the more people we spread, and yeah, look, there's always going to be people who just join an airdrop to get free tokens. They're not even going to learn about what the project is. But the percentage of people who we can make have that aha moment where they realize what this project is doing, that is more valuable to you, Anwar, in terms of spreading this project and the value of your investment growing than you winning some of those tokens off that airdrop. The spread of this project is so much more valuable than all of those tokens that are up for grabs. That's what we want people to really understand and engage in, is share this around and educate people and help people realize what the potential is of this project. In terms of who was here first, the airdrop isn't about here's a competition for who was with the project first. The early adopters got benefits of cheaper tokens, got benefits of being able to, you know, mint like we can right now. So the people that come in later to the project, they're not going to have the same benefits as early adopters had. But the purpose of the airdrop is to spread awareness. It's not designed to award our early investors. So the most important thing right now is let's educate people as far and wide as we can. MetaMask would be awesome. Absolutely. So yeah, obviously what Alex has gone into there about Wallet Connect is even more exciting. Awesome news, great news. What system is in place to stop someone from guessing the 6-digit PIN? That's a great question. And Alex, if you want to answer that, I'd say that would be best coming from you.
Yeah, very easy for one of you who own an Apple device and whoever left your had your iPhone hijacked by your kids would understand me. Would be the first ones to understand me. Maybe you remember that it was about 2016 or 2017 when Apple implemented this rapidly increasing pause between the next time you are allowed to dial a PIN code when you enter wrong PIN code in your iPhone. And it's like the first time it's like like 15 or 20 seconds, then it's like suddenly 5 minutes, then it's 3 hours, and then when you enter PIN code wrong, it's like 6 years or something like this, you know. So eventually you get to the point where there is no point to enter anymore because you will never live that long, and it's better to contact Apple and ask them to restore your device. And this is the approach we chose. So it is technically and physically impossible to brute force attack our passcode system. It's not a PIN code, it's a passcode, Softnote passcode system. Plus, for those of you, or for those of us who are going to use KYC, the mobile applications, and the new version of our Tectum web wallet, we're not going to have that problem because as soon as your Softnote bills are imported into your Tectum wallet, you don't need to use passcode anymore. Now the system is handling it for you. All you need to worry is the security of your physical device, which you're using to access Softnote wallet, Softnote and Tectum wallet. Basically, where our goal right now is to merge and fully integrate Tectum wallet and Softnote wallets together and add integrate them with multiple cryptocurrencies, starting but not ending with Wallet Connect. Yeah, hope I answered the question.
So I guess the question was about the security of someone else guessing the 6-digit PIN on the Softnote.
Yeah, you cannot do it. First time you're gonna get locked out for a minute, and for an hour, then for a day, and then permanently.
Yeah.
But if you are the owner of that Softnote bill, which means, well, like for example, you paid me, Brendan, right, for $1,000 Softnote bill, and somebody you sent me Softnote bill through WhatsApp, and somebody just hijacked my WhatsApp, and they got the Softnote bill serial number, and they start brute force attacking, which means just keep dialing different passwords. Well, first of all, their IP address is going to get blocked after 4 or 5 wrong attempts. B, the Softnote bill will become inaccessible, which means, well, it will be accessible. It just will not be. You will not be able to dial a PIN code. And what you're gonna do? I'm gonna call you and say, well, listen, my Softnote bill doesn't want to accept my password. So what you do? You enter the former password. You click recover your Softnote bill, and then you enter your former and your current PIN codes at the same time, and the system recovers Softnote bill for you, and you send it back to me. That's one of the scenarios, the safest ones. Thanks.
Yeah, nice. Thanks, Alex. Trevor, have you got any questions on the YouTube?
No. I've answered a few simple enough questions there, but nothing big at the minute. And
yeah, okay, but always share the questions, because there may be others that are listening that have the same thing. Do you know what I mean? They just haven't asked the question.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's just basically links. They're looking for links for the Tectum airdrop. One Henry Salem. Hello, when we purchase the Softnotes, does that mean we are providing the liquidity as well?
Which is a great question.
Yes, true. Yeah, so when we purchase the Softnote, does that mean we are providing the liquidity as well? So you'll have two options. The minter will have an option where they've got the license. They can offer that license, that soft note, to be filled by someone in the market. So if someone's got Bitcoin, they want to be a liquidity provider, and the minter has made their soft note public in a sense, then anybody is free to come along, click on a button, fill the liquidity on that soft note, and then the soft note is then theirs to sell on the open market or buy goods and services. That's scenario A. Scenario B is the soft note is minted and filled with liquidity, and you just buy the soft note for the face value. So there are the two scenarios. If it's unfilled, you can go and fill it and the soft notes in your possession, or you can simply buy an already filled soft note. If I hope, Henry, that makes sense.
Thanks, Trevor.
And yeah, that's really all the questions at the minute.
Awesome. Sandra has said, how do you see this for retailers? They have to keep the soft notes and pin codes separated. So two things. One is our mobile app that is also in development. So we have brought on a couple of retailers right now, and they've been rewarded for being early adopters before we have all the technology set up, because we are developing our mobile app. Now, on the mobile app, if you just want to make a purchase, you won't need, it'll all be done on the app. It's not like you're going to have to go, okay, here's this pair of jeans and they're $84.50. That means I need a $50 soft note, a $20 soft note, a $10 soft note, two $2 soft notes, and a 20-cent soft note. You're not going to have to do that. Or give them, you know, a $100 soft note, and they've got to give you all the change back with all of these separate passcodes. Once the mobile phone app is developed, that will all just happen as the one exchange, and there'll just be one PIN code that goes straight through. We're also developing the EPOS system, which is for the merchants, you know, like credit card terminals and all that kind of thing, so that they will have the merchant side and there will be the mobile app, and between the two of them, it'll essentially just be like PayPass on your phone. If any of you have used your net bank or your, you know, online banking via your phone, and you just pay with your card through your phone as a PayPass, that's where we will end up with this. And that's why we're not in the mass adoption stage with retailers. We're just speaking to some early people who are interested. But once all of that is developed coming into the end of this year and early next year, then we will be at a stage where we'll be able to just go boom out to retail. So yeah, those parts of the technology are still underway. But great question, Sandra. Let's say
always there with the good questions.
Let's say they gather some before they take out the liquidity, you know. And yeah, and anyone who is using it early on anyhow, predominantly it's all done via their app, but yeah, they can always, if they wanted to, you know, be set up to hold a float if they wanted to actually do it the old school way, where you know, have a cash register and you have a float full of notes that you can transfer backwards and forwards. They could actually physically do that if they wanted to. But yeah. Cool. Was there any other questions? What else? Is there anything that anyone has queries on? Anything they want help in terms of explaining it to friends and family? Yeah, any questions about the project at all?
I could actually see, thinking about it there, I could actually see some real old school retailers, you know, with just like the old system. You know, some people really don't like the new way with debit cards and whatnot. You know, they just don't like that. There's shopkeepers there that love the actual physical way of doing it, and you have that option. You can be completely off wallet transactions if you like, and you know, you could store your Bitcoin notes there and just an old till, and there is that added thing where the pin codes, you know, like you'd have to keep an eye on the pin codes or write them down on the notes. But it's an interesting thought process. Like there's definitely going to be some retailers there that'll just do it old school. You know, they'll not trust whatever it is that's coming their way, and they'll just say, nah, old school, off wallet. Very interesting.
Yeah, it literally is a networkless payment system. Can be completely autonomous.
Hello, guys. Oliver here.
Hey, Oliver, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Just a quick question on the KYC part for the new mobile app. So how's that going to work?
Great question.
Sorry, what was the question, Oliver? KYC.
How's the KYC going to work for the new app?
Yeah, well, that's sort of an ongoing development in the sense of, you know, are we going to do it in tiers, in a sense? Because the KYC there, it's a big, you know, it's a big open subject, and for every what would you say, for every company that we're in talks with for implementing KYC, they've all different ways of implementing it, and we want to try and implement as just the bare minimum as possible. So I could see it being in a couple of tiers. You know, some people will probably want that safety net of being fully KYC'd, and you know, we can implement that. But there is also people there that just want the bare minimum. You know, they want the bare minimum of safety with KYC, and then there's going to be, you know, others there that are going to be they want full anonymity, to be fully anonymous and have no KYC. So it's an ongoing thing, and we're sort of rendering it down. And once we get the app fully up and running, or close to fully up and running there, then you know, we can sort of really take them talks into a you know, a executable form. So that's kind of the best update I can give you at the moment, Oliver.
Great, thank you. I think that is a great idea, having 3 different tiers, because, you know, when it comes to onboarding new merchants, they want to know how secure the information is going to be on the server and all that good stuff.
Yeah, and like we can implement it. It's basically up to the retailer how far they want to go with the KYC. We don't know how to gauge that. That'd be kind of a case by case basis, in a sense that you know, if merchants wanted to onboard with us but they feel as though they wanted an added layer of security, there's no issues implementing that. So we're going to have to gauge the audience as and when they come to us, and it's probably going to be in tiers. You know, added layer of security, click here, more details down, etc. But again, we'll figure it out as we go along. That's the good thing about our team, is we're pretty dynamic. We love being dynamic in the sense of you get to one point, then you think, well, what can we do with this from here to move on out? You know, so great question, Oliver. Thank you.
Thank you, Trevor.
Yeah, and on that, there is so much development happening in the back end as well. Our devs really are a dynamic team, and there's so many ideas that are still yet to unfold. Some of you would have heard about lossless as well, whereby our developers have determined a way to be able to access lost Bitcoin. So people who have a wallet and they've lost their private key, we figured out a way, obviously, once they prove who they are, and we go through a bunch of security checks and everything, or not necessarily prove who they are, but prove that that wallet is theirs, then there's the potential for us to access their Bitcoin and move it across onto Softnotes. And then that way they'll be able to use their Bitcoin again that they otherwise had lost. So there's huge potential with that as well. There's our Softnote NFT development in the future. So we're going to have a very unique NFT system that can store its own IP. So, you know, you could, for example, have your own original piece of art that you want to upload to a Softnote NFT, and then you could sell off parts of that art, like equity, through, say you divide it into 100 soft notes or 1,000 soft notes. This has already been done with some of Banksy's art, if any of you are familiar with the NFT space. So you could also do that then on a soft note in terms of IP, intellectual property. You could have a music file and you could then sell that off in soft notes. Like, there is so much potential for what our development team can do. So it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. It's just a matter of time and these things unfolding and us hashing everything out and getting it bulletproof and secure, which is one of Alex's priorities, is always making sure that everything that we do is bulletproof. He always says it whenever he's looking at something. It's like, right, we've got this, now we're going to make it bulletproof. So very exciting times ahead, guys. Absolutely. Any other questions over on the YouTube there, Trev?
No, all's up to date on the YouTube channel.
Sandra, you're moving super fast. That's cool. It's cool that you can appreciate that. I mean, the guys have been plugging away there since 2017, so it does take a long time. I think, what was the time to build Bitcoin? I better not quote that wrong, but it was like 12 years or something. Alex might know that. It was something crazy. So yeah, these things do take time. Every time they need to, develop another something into the bot or another utility or another whatever the case might be, the developers obviously then have to go and create a whole pathway to do that and make it, user friendly and have options and everything else. So yeah, there's a lot on the horizon. A lot on the horizon. We can otherwise, if we haven't got any other questions, we can start moving across into our competition. Now, I will drop these questions over to you, Trevor, as well. As I say them, if you can post them in the YouTube chat, that way there's no delay, because otherwise they're like 30 seconds behind.
Sure.
Okay. Looks like we've just got the 4 questions this week. We'll run with that, unless Trevor thinks of one on the fly.
We'll give it a go.
All right. So, guys, as usual, I will ask a series of questions. Each question is worth 10 TET tokens. Or you know what? We'll make them, because there's only 4 questions, we'll make them worth 12 tokens each. So it's still the same amount going out. I will answer the question. It's the first correct answer who gets it into the chat. So you need to type into the chat both on Zoom and YouTube. And it's the first correct answer will be awarded with 12 TET tokens that will be airdropped into their wallet over the coming week. So, Trevor, have you got those questions there? I've posted those through to you.
Yeah. I'm just, I've got the first question uploaded. Just need to click enter when you're ready.
Great. And that's it. You haven't got the answer included, have you? I sent you the second round without the answers on them. All right, cool, guys. So question 1. Now, to the nearest 1,000, how many wallet holders does Tectum have? To the nearest 1,000, 35K. Well done, Sandra. Oops, I said the answer too early then. But well done, Sandra. See if we got an answer over on YouTube.
Nothing so far. Oh, right now, 35.
Who was that?
That was Hamid.
Good job. All right. So question number 2, guys, is currently how many Twitter followers do we have? How many Twitter followers on Tectum at Tectum Social? Well done, Sandra.
AAD got 16.7. I think Sandra got it first though.
Yeah. So there's one for Zoom and one for YouTube.
Oh,
so what was
right.
it?
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
ASD or AAD?
No, so AAD.
AAD, right.
We've got some interesting characters.
Question number 3, guys. Again, this one is to the nearest 1,000. How much liquidity for Softnotes has been provided? How much liquidity have we had filled onto the Softnotes? Well done, Anwar.
No bidders yet on YouTube. What? We got Matt. Close.
What did Matt say?
Matt said 46. 48. Nope.
Close to the first time.
Yeah, closer to the first time, Matt. Ahmed again, 45,037. So he must have got
he's
it
gotten
down
it straight off the thing. Yeah.
Matt's,
All right.
Matt's driving.
Fourth, and be safe, Matt. Fourth and final question. What is the blockchain's unique consensus method? What is Tectum blockchain's unique consensus method? Well done, Andy. Very good, Andy. Andy, let me check if I've got your wallet details. I don't think I do. I recognize your name, but I think that's from the chats. Yeah. So Andy, June, if you can please send through your 4-digit Tectum ID or your email that's associated with your Tectum wallet, but preferably your 4-digit Tectum ID, which you'll find in your wallet. Have you get an answer over there on YouTube, Trevor?
Yeah, Hamid again. Proof of utility.
Great work, guys. Thanks for playing along. I think Sandra at the moment is probably our highest winner of the competitions. I have to double check the leaderboard. I know that early on, Matthew did very well, but I believe he may be close. Or let me actually get a live update on that. Sandra just got another 2. Which is going to take her to 14 wins. Yes, Matthew Carter. He was big back in the Softnote days, and he's also done some TET, and he's had 13 wins. So Sandra has just taken over Matthew on the leaderboard for most amount of wins in the competitions. Well done, Sandra. Sorry, I'm very competitive. Yeah, but you've obviously also got the knowledge, which is great, and you get rewarded for it. And do you know what? The whole purpose of these games is just to remind us all of these little key points, so that if we ever get asked a question by someone, then we know it. You know what I mean? So it's all about the winning. Announce the winners, sure, and I can announce the winners. So question 1 was Sandra and Hamid. Question 2 was Sandra and AAD. AAD, I'm not sure if we have your ID either. If you can private message me through your Tectum ID, please. Then question 3 was Anwar and Hamid, and question 4 was Andy and Hamid. So Hamid today taking out 3 of the 4. Very nicely done, guys. Thanks for playing along. It's always just a good bit of fun, and we love rewarding the community. And as I say, it's great for learning and just being able to answer these questions if we ever get asked in conversation. So Sandra said, thank you for the great AMA and the wins. I'm hyped for the future of Tectum. Absolutely. Me too. Me too. Yeah, guys, if you have any other questions, feel free, open table. If there's anything else that you want covered or queries or anything like that, don't be shy. And otherwise, if we can just get Andy and AAD to please send through their IDs or email associated with their Tectum wallet. Any questions, guys? Cool. Well, enjoy your night or day wherever you are in the world, guys. Always appreciate you jumping on the call. Hope to see you on the next one. And yeah, we'll keep you updated with everything that's coming out Tectum.
Yeah, thanks, folks. Really, really appreciate it and really enjoy these AMAs. And congratulations to the winners as well. Thanks for participating.
Thanks for joining Alex as well. It's always good when Alex can join the call.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Take care.
All right, guys. Have a good day. I'm gonna go drink